Now this is the top 5 ways that you can survive the Attack on Titan universe. Let's go. Number 1, find Levi. This is the most obvious one, everyone knows this. Wherever he is, you want to be. But that's only if you have to be on the battlefield, which you do not in this scenario. And to go further than that, you want to live right next to him. It does not matter if he already has a neighbor, he already has someone living next to him, it don't matter. Now, if Levi does live next to somebody, we know how the houses are inside the walls, they're all connected, they're all side by side. So most likely he does have one, and if he does, make sure they're not in the house, and burn it down. Burn the house down, completely turn it into ash, so that there's no house there anymore. There's Levi's house, then there's nothing next to it, okay? And what you want to do is get a tent or something, plant it in that space, in that area. That's now your property. So then now, you are his neighbor, you might not be living comfortably, it might be cold, you know, you're in a tent or whatever, you might have to build a wooden hut, it don't matter, you're living next to Levi, and you're 10 times safer. That's all that matters. Number 2, join the Eldian military for training until you've completed the training, then quit. Just get out of there. Because you don't want to be a part of the military at all. Of course, you're going to be fighting Titans all the time, and you're a side character in this universe. So you already know that you're going to die at some point if you do that, and it's dangerous anyway. So what you want to do is have the training to protect yourself if you need to, whilst also not putting yourself in harm's way. So you're just inside the walls chilling like everyone else, but you've got the training. But there is another part to this, and that is to steal some maneuver gear. You have to steal it once you've done with your training and you quit the military instantly. Steal the maneuver gear so you've got it in your house. Well, you're living next to Levi, so in your tent. If you took my advice from the first point, then you'll be living in a tent next to Levi. But you'll have this maneuver gear in your tent or whatever you're living in, just in case the walls do get breached. Which they will, we know this. So if you have to, you have a way out of there, or you can take down one Titan, you know, you've got the training. If you need to defend yourself, you've got the skills, and you've got the weapons to do so. But like I said, that's only if the walls get breached. Other than that, you're just chilling behind the walls, being safe. Alright, point number 3. Now this one's very hard, because you're going to have to find a way to become more attractive to Mikasa than Eren is. I don't know what you're going to do, you might have to save her life. Eren saved her life when they were young, and she's his personal bodyguard, and she's a superhuman. So if you can find a way to make her like you more than she likes Eren, you're going to be safe. You're always going to have someone there to protect you. And to survive in the Attack on Titan universe, you're going to want this. But of course with this, I mean, you can ask Jean, Horseface, whatever you want to call him, that character that likes Mikasa, but can't do anything to surpass Eren in her eyes. It's hard, alright? But what we know is that Mikasa likes Eren because he saved her life. And so unfortunately, we don't have morals. We're trying to survive this thing, okay? And it's not going to be as wild as it might seem after me saying that. And it's kind of wild. You have to kind of set her up in a dangerous situation just so you can save her life, okay? It sounds crazy, but you're saving her life. And it has to be a crazier situation than when Eren saved her. Because what Eren did is really hard to top. I mean, he was a kid, and he saved her life by killing 3 grown men. It's going to be real hard to look better than Eren did in that scenario, to make Mikasa like you and become your personal bodyguard. But this is what you have to do. So you might have to set up a fake scenario and save her life. Or, this ties into point 5, which now I'm going to make point 4, which is eat Eren. Just eat him. I know it sounds crazy. I said, you know, we're not being good people in this, we're trying to survive. This is about surviving the Attack on Titan universe. I never said you were a hero, okay? And this sounds wild, I know, this is really crazy. But eat Eren. Not only will you become who Eren is, and maybe Mikasa will like you that way and protect you, you've got the Attack Titan. That's how you get the Titan, you know? I don't know if you can do it by being a human and eating another human. That's crazy, but I'm pretty sure you can. As long as you consume that Titan, pause, you know what I mean? As long as you consume that Titan, or any Titan shifter, you'll now have their abilities and become the Attack Titan if you consume Eren. So not only will you have Mikasa protecting you as a last resort, but you also are the Attack Titan. You can protect yourself at that point. You know, you're much safer than everyone else, even when you're alone. So them two go hand in hand, and I think that's a really good way to increase your chances of surviving in this universe.